So if there's no valid reason for their absence again this time, baka umakyat na yan sa ano, no? Siya nag-show cause order and then baka isupina na sila.
I agree that yung ating mga vloggers that did not attend, show cause order naman po yung na-issue. And there will be other remedies later on, like subpoena, should they choose not to attend. But we really do feel that importante po na mag-attend po sila.
Hi, good morning po, Kong Zia, Kong Rog. Unahin ko lang po kasi naka-calendar na nasa house calendar na sa website yung TRICOM hearing bukas. May I just ask, ano po yung susunod na magiging hakbang ng House TRICOM kaya sakaling magpatuloy nga hindi pagdalo ng social media influencers and vloggers na nauna ng hinaina ng show cause order ng committee? And just to highlight, bakit po ba mahalaga yung pakilahok nila dito nga sa nagpapatuloy na investigasyon?
Meron natang show cause order na those invited guests who did not appear on the second committee hearing. So if there's no valid reason for their absence again this time, baka umakyat na yan sa ano, no? Siya nag-show cause order and then baka isupina na sila. I think the issue that the TRICOM is now discussing is very much important kasi ang age po natin talaga ngayon is it's information technology and we are using the internet as a space to exchange ideas and inputs. And sometimes, lalo na pag ganitong campaign period, talaga nagagamit ito to propagate fake news. I think all of us should agree that we need to regulate this, the dissemination of malinformation, disinformation. And the invited guests who were supposed to appear in last committee hearings are very active in the online discourse. And we hope that we can get some inputs that they might like to share to the committee so that we can formulate a much enabling law that would really reflective of the need to regulate itong open space in the internet. So sa akin lang, it's not really an issue. There's no reason for them to skip again the committee hearing. Dahil ito naman ay pinapakinggan naman natin ng lahat ng punto. No? Hindi naman we're not actually running after these bloggers. We just hope that we can give them the proper venue where they can actually share their inputs and so that we can also propose a legislation in order to regulate to counter the propagation of this hindi mo mapulis na paglaganap ng malinformation and disinformation. Why is it important? Because democracy should be based on the information should be based on actual facts. We have to provide the public with accurate information so that they can derive a well-meaning opinion. Hindi dapat based on something that isn't true. So I think that is the very anathema of how we uphold democracy. Kung ang mali ang impormasyon, mali talaga ang magiging opinion ng bawat tao, and that would reflect on the kind of system that we would have in the coming days or in the coming years.
I think nabanggit naman po ni Chairman Adyong most of the points, no. I agree that yung ating mga vloggers that did not attend, show cause order naman po yung na-issue, and there will be other remedies later on, like subpoena, should they choose not to attend. But we really do feel that importante po na mag-attend po sila kasi nga po yung pinag-usapan po dito ay yung I think lahat naman po tayo ay magsasang-ayon na masama naman po talaga yung fake news, misinformation, malinformation. Kasi nga po, even kahit magkabilang panig po tayo kung ano-ano mga bagay, kung politika for example, no one can agree naman po na good for the country ang fake news. Rely on such tactics po talagang it's to no benefit to anyone. As we saw nga po sa previous hearing, kahit po there are personalities admittedly have different opinions on things. I believe it was si Chair Ace and si there was a private person there po, si Miss Tikia, I think. And they had a productive discussion naman po, which was helpful to the committee. It was very enlightening. So I think we have to reiterate po yung aming imbitasyon sa mga vloggers na ito, yung mga other personalities that were invited, that we're just looking for a proper discourse. Especially in consideration, why I think it's important is that we're already touching on the surface yung tinatawag na foreign interference. Nabanggit po ito by one of the resource persons, I think it was Press 1, na there was a link between misinformation and allegedly Chinese-owned accounts, Chinese backing. There is allegedly a link between Chinese backing of misinformation in the West Philippine Sea and political campaigns for certain individuals in the country. So I think doon pa lang very important. I think another issue that we have to discuss thoroughly sa TRICOM is yung commercialization po ng vloggers. Freedom of speech, understandable po yun. It's a right of everyone. Pero pag binibenta mo na po yung iyong salita para sa salapi, di ba? If you are selling your opinion to the highest bidder, and if that highest bidder is a foreign entity, I think there should be some limitations. There should be some punitive actions po, no, in relation to that. And I think that's why especially important in TRICOM. Yung problem with the previous in past years, masyadong nasanay po yung tao sa fake news. Nasanay na po tayo sa hyperbole. Nasanay na po tayo sa pagbibiro na we can't take anything seriously anymore. So that's one more thing. We have to be accountable for our words. I think yun lang po yung bottom line ng TRICOM. Yun na po.
Okay. And another question lang po, speaking, may mga nabanggit na kayong China, politika. Tanong ko lang din po sana yung reaksyon nyo dun sa mga naging matapang na pahayag ni Pangulong Marcos sa campaign rally ng Alyansa para sa Bagong Pilipinas sa Carmen, Davao del Norte, kung saan na hinikayat niya yung mga kandidato ng administrasyon na sinabi niya ngang walang bahid ng dugo ng mga biktima ng EJK at hindi sunod-sunuran sa China. Hinikayat din ng presidente yung mga botante na wag hayaang bumalik muli ang bansa sa panahon ng dilim at lagim na tila tumutukoy sa nakaraang administrasyon. Na ayon mismo sa Pangulo ay pumayag na gawin umanong probinsya ng China ang Pilipinas, ibinugaw ang ating bayan bilang sugalan ng mga dayuhan at hinayaang umapaw ang dugo ng mga inosenteng mga bata na inagawa ng kinabukasan dahil sa kanilang pagpatay. Ano pong masasabi niyo dun?
Ako po, I think we welcome those remarks. Personally, gaya ng sinabi po natin in the last press con, it's about time po naging issue-based po tayo, especially for elections. Hindi na po tayo personality politics. During the last time that we had this discussion, I believe yung pinag-usapan natin dito ay kung ano yung stance po ng senador tungkol sa impeachment complaint. And now we have brought to the fore other issues po. No? Ano ang stance ng ating mga senador sa EJK? Ano ang stance ng ating mga senador sa China, sa West Philippine Sea? And I think it's a good thing. It is well appreciated po siguro na na-highlight po ito ng ating presidente.